Welcome back to Right Answers Mostly, a podcast on what you didn't learn in history class, but you really wanted to. My name is Claire Donald.
My name is Tess Bellomo.
Welcome back, Rammies, new and old.
It feels like we're about to go on summer break.
Which we are, but very short.
Yes, but more like the essence of, what that feels like, the excitement, the nerves, what's to come.
My energy this morning has been out of control, so we'll see how this episode goes.
Well, we recorded yesterday for all you premium members, and the episode was so intense.
We both just cried the whole
episode. It was a lot of crying. My fiance texted me from the gym and he was like, guys, this episode's really a bummer. He's like, I got on like the treadmill. I was really excited. And I was just like, oh,
we're just crying. But you guys have been like, I love seeing the comments because if you're a premium member, you get put on our close friends list, which you also see our hidden post. And so people can comment on that. And also because of what I talked about on premium, I was like, fuck, I don't want this person to hear. And so I was like, it's like Fight Club on premium. We don't talk about what happens on premium. We don't talk about it.
Exactly. And I think we've scared the premium Rammies because we're like, you guys won't say anything, right? You promised.
No tucky.
Be a good girl.
And everyone's been so like sweet and supportive and
validating.
So if you want to know what we're talking about and if you want to get to know us better because we spill all of our personal tea, join premium. It's in the show notes.
And when you miss us when we're gone from the main feed break, this is a great way to get new episodes every month and just stay connected and stay on our close friends list because we're going to be traveling and stuff. So we'll be posting on there.
We're going to be traveling. We're going to be going to prison.
Always.
It's
going to be busy. Busy June.
How are you, Tess?
I'm great. I'm just so excited to, I love an Ask Us Anything.
I know. Twist my arm. Don't make me sing.
Yeah, don't make us talk about ourselves for an hour. God, we hate that.
This is when the little sibling energy is like the strongest.
Truly. And we did some like fun things for this Ask Us Anything. Claire got really creative. And one of the questions, she ended up doing some journalism.
I did.
You reached out to friends and family, you could say.
To third parties. I really did.
And I followed lead. And so we have some like outside sources that will help us with some of the questions.
Exactly. And I do have to kind of address an elephant in the room. I think I'm going to do it.
Is it?
It is.
Yeah.
Stop looking at our feet.
Also, we're not posting feet shit for you weirdos who are commenting on our YouTube.
Yeah, sorry. And like, we don't mean to yuck your yums, but we do because like as a woman, the fact that I can't just like show up wearing these like freaking cute Madewell sandals that I just got.
I think if we were in the space of feet stuff.
Thank you.
That's one thing, but we're not. This is clearly a podcast. It's a history podcast. We're not mentioning anything. So like, please stop asking us for shoe play. I didn't even know what that was.
What is shoe play? It's like when you like mess around with your shoes on there. God.
And you guys know, so I don't appreciate it because you're taking what we're doing and putting it into the context of your fetish, and we're not asking for it.
No, we're not asking for it. And I would like to just like be able to wear open-toed shoes loud and proud.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you can't do as women. I don't know if you've heard about it. Yeah. Sorry, I'm coming in really hot.
No, I'm with you.
But all of the comments you guys last time, if you're watching this one, which kind of makes me feel weird.
Stop it right now. Or like send us like a Venmo or something.
Yeah, that's actually fine. We have a PayPal and we can put our information in the show notes. If you're going to comment on it, at least pay us $25.
Let's do it.
Okay? Then we'll be happy.
God, you just never know what you're going to get on an episode of Right Answers Mostly, do ya?
No. And now I'm like, I don't know if
we've gone too far.
We've gone too far.
No. I needed to address it. It's fine. I'm not feeling weird about it.
No, stop it.
But
anyway, yeah, so
I just had to address that.
Are you feeling less manic, more manic, just as manic?
Just as manic as ever.
Love it.
Shall we get in? Should we just like jump on in?
Let's get into it. Also, guys, some of these questions, if you've listened to previous Ask Us Anything, because we do this once or twice a year, might be repetitive, but there will always be a new.
Yeah, you never know what's going to pop up.
Exactly. And there's a lot of new questions that we haven't answered before. So if you're new, we're going to give you all the tea.
That's right.
If you're an OG, stick around because
there's fun, juicy questions.
Exactly.
Also, we asked all of this on our Instagram at Right Answers Mostly. You can follow us there and on TikTok at Right Answers Mostly. Shall we begin?
Let's begin, Claire.
You take it away.
Claire. Yeah. Should we do like RAM personal advice?
Yeah,
RAM personal advice.
I think so.
Claire broke it up into categories. She's an organized queen.
I was doing this last night. I smoked a joint and I was like sitting on the back porch and I had like 2 hits off this joint, But guys, sometimes if you're a weed girly, you'll take 2 hits off a joint like a normal day, and then
It
it
will
hits.
surprise you. Well,
Oh,
I'm sensitive to your joint. You
you're
know I
sensitive to
am.
edibles, though. I feel
Sensitive to, really, I mean, like, it doesn't take a lot of drugs for me to.
that's a gorgeous
It
thing
is
too.
nice.
But I was like, oh my god, I am so high, and I was like, just keep adding to it. But then I had to take a break.
No,
So
that's a lot to do.
yeah, it was a lot to do high. That is for sure. But anyways,
Okay, so we're going to start with a Ram-centric question, a little bit
yes,
more work, a little bit more of the pod.
right.
Claire,
Mm-hmm.
who is the person you'd most love to gossip about history with on your podcast?
I'm gonna go like celebrities,
Yeah.
because obviously there's people in my life that I would love to gossip with,
Yes.
and you're my number one.
Thank you.
Because
Likewise.
this is why we have this podcast. But I actually thought about, okay, well, one, Chelsea Handler would be amazing. Just like her political commentary is like how we fell in love with her in the first place. So I think she would
Mhm.
be so funny. Someone from our episodes that we've covered that I would love, Andre Leon Talley.
Ah,
I feel like he would be so knowledgeable about things, and he would like bring the shade.
he would comfort us in ways that we don't even know.
I think he would just be so funny.
Agreed.
So Andre Leon Talley or Chelsea Handler are my answers.
Those are great answers.
Thank you. Check out our Andre Leon Talley episode. I feel like that's like a slept on episode.
It really is. It's a gorgeous episode.
Yeah.
I should have looked at these more before we got started.
I was absorbing it in my high
No,
state.
that was smart. 'Cause I'm like, oh God. I would love. Okay, first thing that always comes to mind. Okay, you know what I'm gonna say?
Who?
I'm gonna say Alana Glazer.
Such a and she's been on your heart lately.
She's been on my heart, and she is just such an amazing writer, and she just like speaks to me in a way. Like, loved her from Broad City. Her new movie Babes is like a great movie
I
about
can't wait to see
female
it.
friendship, and it's just so sweet. And I just think she's like a girl's girl, but she's also just a raunchy little thing.
She's so funny.
And
Broad
she's smart.
City.
She's
Oh yeah,
very smart.
Well, if you're funny, you're smart.
Exactly. Humor is intelligence.
That's what we said.
You heard it here, folks.
Yep.
So Alana, I would love to gossip about, and then someone that we have covered. Oh my God.
Can we get Alana Glazer on Glazer or Glazer? It's with the shish for
Shush.
shush
Alana
Glazer.
Glazer.
I would love to get her on Ram.
We should try.
We should
Oh my
try.
God, we should. Maybe she's a WME girly. Or no, I think she might be CAA.
Oh.
Brittany,
Brittany, could you check for us?
call her. And then someone from history that we've done. Oh my God. I mean, Gloria Steinem.
Oh my God, Gloria would like give it to us straight. Check out our Gloria Steinem episode. Oh, Tess,
All right, I swallowed a sun chip a little
dying.
bit. I knew this would happen.
Yeah, we were munching on some sun chips before you guys showed up.
Yeah, Gloria Steinem, just because. I mean, iconic.
I would just like try to shut up.
It would be hard. It would be a hard interview because it's like, how do you even talk to her?
I don't know. I mean, the fact that she's like on Watch What Happens Live, like that's why Watch What Happens Live is such a great show, because you can have Gloria Steinem on there
Exactly.
with like James Kennedy right next to her.
Exactly. And that is like us. It's us.
That is us. That is Ram. Okay, so a personal.
personal.
Oh my God, the first one. Okay, the first personal question that we have to answer. Have you two ever hooked up? Bestie things.
This one, we sent a screenshot of it and we were dying.
Because we've always been like, I wonder if the Rammies are like wondering if we've ever hooked up before.
Yeah, you guys have been curious if we've had any curiosity with each other. The answer is no.
No, we've kissed on the lips like tons of times.
Yeah, just like a friend kiss,
Yeah.
never tongue.
No, we've never exchanged tongue.
No.
But just like we have so many pictures of us kissing.
Oh yeah, it's just like we just were kissing at the bachelorette trip the other weekend.
Yeah, exactly, in our photo booth. Yeah, it's hot. Just kidding. It's like I could never hook up with one of my friends.
No, there's just never been.
The friend level is different.
Exactly.
Yeah. So no, we haven't, but
who knows what's going to
but never say never. No, I just like really couldn't do that.
Kiss her again.
Kiss her
You guys
again.
know
Don't
John
say
Tucker
that.
Must Die, that scene?
We've been saying that a lot. Kiss her again.
Exactly. It's our favorite saying right
It's
now.
so funny. So sorry. No, we've never hooked up.
Shy about it.
Bestie tings.
Claire,
Oh.
to the advice section.
God, and we just like go into it.
I know. So here we go. I'm starting getting a little hot.
I know.
I don't know if it was a previous question or if it's this one.
Could be both.
What advice would you give your high school self with all the knowledge that you have now?
God, this one's always so hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like a lot of the advice I would give my high school self is advice I would give myself now. So it's really hard to like, I don't know, like take that in.
Yeah.
What do you have something like right away that you're like, I know?
It would literally it would literally be like if you don't want to be around someone, you don't have to.
Mm,
I feel like high school and college for me was a lot of like, well, I don't want to make things weird by hanging out with this person that's making me feel crazy
yeah.
or that I don't feel safe around. And it would be like you're allowed to like establish boundaries with everyone and everything. Like that doesn't have to become a later in life thing.
Like we kind of talked about that on premium.
W-
Like,
We did of just like even right now, boundaries with friends or people that you've known for a long time. It's okay to distance yourself.
yeah.
That doesn't make you a bad person. And I think in high school, like I had a couple friends where I was like, you are just like not doing it for me, but I just didn't know what to do. So I would just like continue to try to like impress them and want to keep them close. So like, but like I would like really not like them.
Yeah. It's just hard. People pleasing is like a hell of a drug.
Sure is.
And our friend Alice sent us a TikTok that was like, if you're such a people pleaser, name 3 people who are like actually pleased with you right now. And you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a
Yeah.
losing game for everyone.
It is. So like just start those exercises early on in life, I think.
Boundaries.
Boundaries.
Yeah. I think ultimately for me, for high school, probably would be, well, a few things. One of the things that comes to mind is like that Dolly Parton quote that's like, find out who you are and then go be it on purpose. Like, oh, I just think about, especially early 20s, how I really tried to change my personality for the people around me and like, what would they think? And like, how should I react to this thing? And it's like, it's so, you're going to find the people who actually like you, and those are the special people in your life.
Exactly. Gosh, I can't even imagine you changing your person. Like when I met you, I was like, you're the most like confident person I'd ever met.
That is crazy to hear you say, because that's like such a false, I don't know.
That's how I felt. Like it's hard for me to picture you like thinking like, oh, I should be different in front of someone because you're so like grounded in who you are now.
Well, that's it again, like takes a lot of practice. And like I think in high school I would also tell myself like, don't be so freaking hard on yourself. Like I was so hard on myself just
Yeah.
like as a young girl with like body stuff, with like school stuff, with everything. And it's like just enjoy yourself. Also be nicer to your mom. High school girls, like, oh, they're trying their best too.
And they're just individuals, humans, women as well.
I
you
know, I know.
I know.
So those things.
That's a great answer.
And have fun. Like, just have more fun. You're in high school. Like, the stakes are so low, you wouldn't even believe it.
Truly, that stress comes for later in life.
Later, literally, like, the world is at your feet. So just, like, enjoy it.
Agreed, Claire.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Go off, queen.
Go off, queen.
Or king. Or, like, whatever.
Or whatever.
Or whatever.
Truly.
All right, let's go to Ram.
Okay.
Mm. Oh, it's my turn.
Oh.
Is Ram y'all's main job?
Right now it is for me. It always hasn't. It hasn't always been, but
Yeah.
right now it is.
And it is for me too.
Yeah.
I also do have a side gig. Like I do some freelance production stuff, which I have some things coming up, and like help out with some social media accounts. But it is our main focus every day, and what takes up the most of our time.
Yeah,
most
it
of our
is
time.
like we've said this before, but it's like a 7-day a week thing. Like I mean,
Yes.
weekends we don't really talk about it, but we'll still kind of talk about it. It's like, and Claire and I also had this goal at last year to be like, we need to hang out and try not to talk about it.
But it's our baby.
But we really, but I think it's a healthy boundary, but it's so hard not to be like, even if we try to like not on a Sunday afternoon, it's like, did you see this TikTok comment?
Yes.
Like, of course we're going to talk about it.
Also, it's like we are Ram and Ram is us, and so it is hard to separate it.
Ram is inside of us.
It
like
is.
a fetus.
It is our fetus, and so it's like, what's one to do?
What's one
to do? But talk about Ram.
It's true.
But yeah, this is like our main gig right now, which is to be at this place, and hopefully it's our main gig right now. It's a little stressful because you're just like trying to grow and try and make it. I think we'll always be like that.
Yeah.
But to be at this place right now is such a gift, where it really is both of our main things.
Yeah. We had some years before that were just like, oh my God, how can we balance everything?
Yeah.
And I think that was hard. And, you know, like Claire and I do it all with the help of our new assistant, Maddie.
Maddie, we are obsessed with you. We love you so much.
She's just been a gift.
Yes.
And for the past few months, she's just been helping us with everything and anything. And that has just been amazing. But, you know, it's like, yeah, we're the CEOs, we're the social media people, we're the financiers in some
That's
way.
terrifying.
We're doing our, you know, what's it called?
Our bookkeeping?
Yeah, our bookkeeping.
Yeah.
We are, you know, creative directors, like it's everything
Yes.
in one. So yeah, it's not easy, but we love it.
We love it. We're the ones editing all of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yes, basically.
Okay, Claire, death row meal.
I've said a few different things and like where I am right now, I think it would be like the most incredible sushi
Love.
with the dirty martini.
Love.
Yeah, I think because I always forget about sushi.
I know.
I always go to like Italian food or Mexican food,
Yep.
but I think sushi right now.
That's a great answer.
What about you?
I would say, and this just came to mind last night, a really good grilled cheese with like, because I just love like bread and butter and cheese, or like a carb, like I love like a pasta just with cheese.
A
like
carbon cheese is just like there's
yes,
nothing that beats it.
so just like a really good grilled cheese.
What kind of cheese? What kind of bread?
I'd love some grilled halloumi.
Oh, halloumi on a grilled cheese sandwich.
Like let's fuck shit up. Just because I've been in a
Wow.
halloumi kick recently.
The squeaky cheese. I
The
love
squeaky
halloumi
cheese,
so much.
but usually it would just I like a combo grilled cheese. Like I could do some like cheddar with Swiss with Havarti. I think would be good.
The Havarti y'all have at your house is so good.
Costco. And then sourdough bread, really buttery and like brown and oily. And then a martini.
Oh my God. What? So we might go to something about her tomorrow. If you guys are Bravo girlies, you know. I saw that I heard that Danny got a grilled cheese.
Oh, yum.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe we try a grilled cheese with something about her tomorrow.
I've been craving one.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It sounds so good.
What's better?
Yeah. Nothing. And then also like carrot cake.
Oh, yes. For dessert. And then for me, it would be a pint of ice cream.
I was just about to say salted caramel.
It would be salted caramel. It could also be like, I love cookie dough.
I love cookie dough.
Cookies
ice
and cream. I love.
Oh my God. It's so good.
I love every type of ice cream in the world.
Let's blow this joint and go get ice cream.
Yeah, fuck it. Bye, guys. And come back for part 2.
I'm like, oh God, what? Okay, no, this is actually good advice. Moving on to our advice section. Tess, this is going to be for you. What advice would you give any couple before getting engaged?
Before getting engaged.
Because she's engaged.
I'm engaged. Live together.
Oh, that's such good advice.
Like, yeah, you just got to do it because like we were long distance for a year and now we've lived together for 2 years almost. And like such different relationships. And you have to live with someone for, I personally think, like well over a year.
Yeah.
To like let everything settle. Because like there's the phases and there's like the honeymoon phase, the excitement phase, the stressful phase. Like let it all settle. Really like, yeah, just like get to know each other doing nothing. Get to know each other doing everything.
Get to know each other hungover.
Sick. Is it when Kunal first moved here, we were living in my old apartment. He just lived there for like 2 months and it was a heat wave in July.
And this apartment
got so hot
because it had this huge window in the front, which was perfect for natural light. But man, did that heat get trapped in.
I mean, we used to record in that
and get
apartment.
naked afterwards. People are like, so you haven't hooked up.
Yeah. We would get naked to cool off and we would just be, my back would be like wet.
Yep.
Like taking a shower essentially. And so we moved in there for a little bit and bless his heart. And it was a small apartment and one tiny little bathroom and no dishwasher. And so getting to know each other in that space was like very telling. And then I got COVID for the first time. For 2 weeks, I was down bad.
Was that during Allison's birthday?
Yes, it was
you were in that apartment during Allison's birthday?
Yes,
then?
it was right after McKinley's bachelorette.
Oh, right. But you stayed in the other guest room.
I stayed, we separated just because I had it like, I was so sick.
She was down bad crying at the gym.
Crying at the gym, but literally didn't go to the gym for like 6 months after because I was just like, it was bad. And the way that Kunal took care of me in this really less than ideal, comfortable environment. And then we had to house hunt like immediately after during that. And we've been through a lot of things together. And so I just think it's like paying attention to how someone treats you when things aren't like the glitz and glam.
But that's your Bitcoin boo. He steps up to the plate on things like that.
Up to the plate.
He really does.
Like, so sweet.
He is so sweet for like all the people in his life and your life.
I know.
He'll do that.
He is just the best.
Yeah.
So yeah, just like get to know each other through it all.
Also, like, the boring times.
Yeah, the times where it's like we don't have anything to do for the weekend.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
Yeah.
How does it feel when we're just by ourselves? How does it feel when we're with each other's families?
Yes.
Like
you
all
can't
of
escape
that.
each other.
Exactly.
So that's your big advice for
that's my big advice.
Love that.
Yeah. And I think just like try not to also compare to other couples.
Like
Comparison is the thief of joy, And like,
She
I
said
think
it.
also we never really know what's going on with other people.
You never do.
And I think like it's easy to be like, well, should we be doing like this? And I don't think I've really had that with Kanal, but I've had that in past relationships before where it's like, why aren't we in this place yet?
Yeah.
Or like, all of that stuff. So
That's great advice.
listen to your gut, ladies.
Listen
It's
to your gut, and then maybe you
never-
can get a rock like Tessa's.
Exactly.
It's gorgeous. I just have to point it out like
Thank you. Thank you.
every few seconds.
We love it. Okay, Claire.
Mm.
What's the story of Ram?
And we've said this before on kind of like past episodes, but like we'll give like a little brief rundown.
Yeah.
So Tess and I met, we met about 7 years ago,
Crazy.
but we've known each other. We've been in multiple lives together,
1,000.
We've been in 1,000 lives together, and we just like clicked instantly. Tess had a web series that was on Elizabeth Banks' platform. Ever heard of it?
Oh, stop that.
And I was like just making short films and like trying to do anything because no one was casting me in anything. So I was like, God, if I can do anything to be in something.
You were just in a feature film.
That's true. I wasn't at film. That's true. But we had a mutual friend, and he literally was like, I'm afraid if I introduce you guys, you're going to like, I'm never going to hear from you again, which is eventually exactly what happened.
Truly.
But we just instantly clicked, and we started doing creative projects. We did like promo videos for female startups. Like there was a rosé brand and a bra brand, like just so many different things. And we did short films together, which is also on Premium, our short film Marital Bliss that Tess wrote. And and we were both in.
So fun.
It's on Premium.
We spent a pretty penny on that.
Yeah, we
Looking
did.
back, I was like, we spent so much money.
We did. And like the way that we made that happen. And I just want to like do another short film with you so bad.
There's nothing more fun.
No, eventually a goal of Ram, I think, is for us to have like a show or do a movie together.
Yes.
That it's scripted. Like also doing non-scripted, like The Simple Life would be so fun, but also scripted.
Well, that's like where we both come from.
Yes.
We, both actresses,
yes.
writers, producers, all of that. So like that is like our big part of our heart.
Exactly. And then COVID happened, and we were like sitting around smoking, and Tess is obsessed with Titanic. As you guys know, it's our OG episode, and she was talking about it, and we were just going back and forth, and then we were like, should we just like make a podcast about this?
And we were like, yes, we should.
Yes. And then at first we were like, maybe it'll be Titanic with Tess. And then we're like, okay, I guess we can't do. Actually, I remember we were like Titanic with Tess, and I remember texting you and being like, hey, I don't want to step on your idea, but I would love to do this with you.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
I completely remember. I was in bed. I was high. And I was like, oh my God, I don't want her to think that I'm just going to do this podcast.
No, but I was like, I would love to join you with this, and we could do like commentary.
do anything without you.
I mean, same. So then we like got together, smoked again, and like wrote down subjects that we thought were really interesting that we'd love to talk about. And that was Ram.
Yes. And then the first time that my fiance Kanal visited,
yes,
we
were sitting around the pool.
Sitting around the pool of the hotel that he was staying at, because we were still like not like in a relationship. So he was like, I'll get a hotel. And I was like, yeah.
Yes, I totally remember that.
And then we were like, what should we name our podcast? And what were the original names?
Hister Tea. Guys, we're spilling the tea. Like, I'm so glad. It's so cringe.
Oh my God.
So cringe. I forgot. Hister Tea. Purely. Obsessed with Purely.
Call us.
Fucking call us. We are begging for you. They're not sponsoring us yet, guys, but we want some.
You will, and we're gonna look back on this video and be like, that was cute, right? When we begged. You guys didn't listen.
We ain't too proud to beg.
Exactly. So we had like a list of like 5 different things.
Yeah.
I can't remember the other names.
I can't remember either.
And then Kanal did really help us come up with right answers mostly.
Yeah, because we were like, we're not historians. We're not even close. Like, we don't want to, we're not going to get everything right. It needs to be like very laid back. And like, sorry to toot our own horn, but can I for a second? Like,
please.
What a great name.
Guys, the name is good. You have to admit, because it also allows us the space when people come for us.
Yes.
All you have to say in response, and I hope that you guys do this in your real life too. Yeah. If someone's just like, well, just be like, right answers mostly.
Right answers mostly. Like, whatever.
Boom.
And isn't that the best you can do?
We love that.
Yeah, and then it became Ram, and then we have the Rammies now. And it's been a journey, and it's been the greatest journey of my life.
It was us.
It was us.
It's been us.
It's always been us.
It's the best, you guys. We have so much fun.
So much fun.
How tall are both of you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So, someone who wrote this in was like, I'm also a tall girly. I think you guys have talked about that.
Yep. Oh, I'm 5'8".
That was Tess. No, you're 5'9".
Am I?
I think that you've always
I think
said
I've
you're
shrunk a little.
5'9". It's all coming for us. No, I think you're 5'9".
Yeah, whenever I go in, it's like 5'8.5". So I'll just say 5'9".
And then this is Claire speaking, which maybe you guys know our voices or don't know our voices yet.
The OGs definitely do.
Yeah, they do. But I am 5'8", but I've also been told I've been 5'9"
You're also
before.
5'9" energy.
Thank
I
you
like wouldn't
so
even think of you as 5'8".
Um,
I'm like, not 5'8".
not 5'8". I love being tall.
Same.
Love it. Actually, I was about to say my shoe size. I'm not even gonna bring it there.
No,
because
don't. It's not a safe place. Don't do it.
I'm not gonna bring it there.
No, Claire.
But we are both tall girlies. We actually, most of our friends in LA are it's a tall group.
Yes, I have only a couple shorter friends, like maybe 2 or 3 in my life. Everyone else is tall.
And I'm looking at you.
Oh,
My
yeah.
like childhood best friend has always comes up to my elbow.
Yes, she's short.
She's little.
She's little and cute.
We have our friend like Hannah G come around. She's so little. It is just like, it's kind of shocking because we are a tall group of women.
Yes, my friend McKinley, like in high school, she'd always just put her head on my bosom and I'd like hold her, and that was like always the thing that we did for pictures.
Comforting.
But everyone else is like at least like we're talking 5'7" and above.
Yeah, 5'7" and
5'7"
above.
is probably the median.
I think so. So yeah, we're tall girlies.
Love it.
Okay. My boyfriend and I broke up Sunday. I'm so sorry, by the way. We're back to the advice. Claire, how do you feel now a couple months post breakup?
Great question. And we are thinking of you.
We are thinking of you. First of all, sending all of my love, and I know Tess is too. If you're feeling down right now, you're going to feel so much better in a couple of months. And this was one of the things we were crying about yesterday on Premium. We kind of get into it because dating is a whole other thing, but I have not looked back once. This has been like the best decision for me. I think give yourself time. It's the best and worst advice ever, but like time really does heal everything.
Yep.
It does. So you have to let time do what it does and pass. Surround yourself with your friends. Like for me, I feel so incredibly lucky to have a strong group of girlfriends. Journal if you haven't started journaling. I couldn't recommend journaling enough to people because it's a space where you get to be completely honest and say whatever you're thinking, and you'll discover things about yourself that you didn't even realize were there. And also, have fucking fun with it.
Yeah.
Oh, start watching shows like Sex and the City.
Yes, things that inspire single, fun, sexy life.
Yes, exactly.
It doesn't even mean that you have to go sleep with people, but just to get in the zone of I'm a hot, independent woman.
Yes, and also take this time to just be with yourself, learn about yourself more, and then go out, go out and be that on purpose. Feel all the feelings. Don't try to rush it. And how I am a few months out, great.
Yeah.
I'm great.
That's great advice, Claire.
Thanks.
That is great advice.
Thank you. Tess, you also are great with relationship stuff. Anything to add?
I think all of that is perfect. The only other thing I'd add is do not stalk on social media.
Such a good point.
The way that extended my heartache post breakups for so many things, it probably made things 6 months behind because I could not get off of looking at stories, even though I'd say I wouldn't. Looking at the tagged girls that would be in things and going down that rabbit hole. So you think that it's going to make you feel good, and it's not a natural way that we live our life. 50 years ago, no one is, looking at their ex.
No.
And having all of that access. So no social media.
Don't do social media. If you're
and
not,
you're good with that too.
Well, it's circumstances are just so different. This breakup was different than the breakup that I had at 19 where I was completely heartbroken. And
Yeah.
If you're in that space right now, I wish I could just give you a hug because it
know.
is time moves so slow at that point and you just feel like you're never going to get out of it.
Yep.
But again, doing things for distraction. If you don't feel like blocking them on social media, at least hide them.
Yes.
You need to do things not to see them.
Yes. And the other thing I would say is have something to look forward to every week.
Yes.
Doesn't have to be a big thing. Doesn't have to be spending a lot of money. But even if it's the girls are going to come over, we're going to have wine, plan an activity, be it'd be fun to do paint together. It'd be fun to watch this movie. Always have something. And if you can, plan a little trip. That's always really helped me. Even I used to do staycations to Palm Springs.
Yeah.
2 hours away, I would just be like, I just got to get out of my space.
We went to San Diego like the next weekend after my
Oh
breakup.
my
And
God,
it
that's
was
right.
it was great.
That's right. Yeah.
Also, just like try to see this, be like that unbearable main character energy for yourself and see this as like, this is a new adventure beginning and everything is working for me. This might sound really woo woo, but I'm going to go here. Like, the universe wants you to be happy and to find what you're looking for, and just know that and go forward with that mindset.
Yep. Someone that is doesn't have to be like your next person or your soulmate, but someone the next person you date, you are going to look back at your old relationship and be like, "Oh wow, I'm so much better now that I am in this new relationship."
Yeah. I just like love you, Rammies. Like, the
I
support that we get
know.
after like premium episodes, because we have a premium episode talking about this, and I feel like we're just like all on this road together.
I know. We love you guys so much.
We
You
love
guys
you
really comfort
so
us and like
much.
support us in ways that we can't even express.
Love you guys.
Mm,
And
that's
on
great.
to Ram.
And on to Ram.
Mm.
Do people think that we're sisters? Yes.
Yes! It's like the greatest compliment of all time.
It really is. And Claire and I have had like hair journeys.
Mhm.
And when we both like, because we've been both pretty blonde at the same time and pretty like have Claire didn't highlight her hair for a little bit. And we were getting like literally our moms were like, which one is which?
One time my mom of that short film saw like a screen, a still of the short film, and one of my ex-boyfriends was in the short with us, and it's a scene of them in bed together.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, "Was that awkward for you?" Thinking that it was me. And I was like, "That's not me, Mom." So even our moms sometimes can't tell us
And that's
apart.
also when I had like a bob, if you will.
I know.
Yeah, when Claire and I met each other, I was like pretty blonde hair, and it was like above my shoulders.
I was also pretty blonde, but
You
my
were very
hair's
blonde.
been like the same pretty much length since we met each
I know.
other.
I've never known you with short hair, except I like the little rocker moment that you did.
Oh my
I know
God.
that you're triggered by it.
No, guys, I actually had like a mullet at one point. It was like not okay because I went to this one salon called Salon Benjamin, which is like it's like that's his face. It's like an upscale, like edgy salon, and the girl got her scissors out and she was like, "Can I just?" And I was like, "Go for it." And oh, honey, those early 20s, like what a time.
You know, you're taking risks.
You are taking, and like to me, I'm always like, take a hair risk because like
It's
so fixable.
It is so fixable. It's fun. I mean,
Yeah.
like I've been all over the place.
Same.
All over the place.
But yeah, people definitely think we're sisters. We're not even related, but God,
it is an honor.
you are my soul sister.
Soul sister.
So
it is an honor and a privilege when
It
people
is.
say it.
And that way we are sisters.
Exactly.
Okay.
Here we go.
The
I'm
big
scared.
event. The big event. Okay.
I'm
so
like sweating.
the question is, what were y'all like in high school? And I was like, it's so hard to describe yourself at like any phase in life.
Same. When I saw this question, I was like, how do you say?
What do you say? So I had the idea and I was like, I'm going to text two of Tess's like best high school friends. And one of them is like, well, I love both of them, obviously.
Yes.
Molly, I love you too. But like Alice is, you guys know, we talk about our friend Alice all the time. So I've texted Alice and I've texted Molly and asked them, what was Tess like in high school?
I'm terrified.
And should I just like read it?
Yeah, just read it.
Okay. So this is from Alice. She said, well, first she went, oh my God, this is going to make me emotional. And then she went, I mean, mostly exactly, this is about Tess in high school. I mean, mostly exactly the same, and like her sense of humor and being so sharp and witty and extremely loving and caring about her friends. She said we had so many inside jokes and used to write like notes to each other and stuff like that in class. And then she said, I started drinking and smoking first, and I remember being worried that she might be a little judgy. And ... I'll be honest, I think she was at first. And then she goes, but then once she got going, we had a lot of fun at theater parties, just making out with everyone and taking our shirts off.
It's true. It did take me, I didn't drink or smoke weed until end of junior year, and I was a little bit behind other people, and I did feel like I didn't like not being included, but I also didn't want to start yet, so it did come off as judgment.
It's scary when you're in high school.
Totally, and I think my other girlfriends too, and like a different group than theater, also thought that, but then once I started, I was like, oh, this is great. This is fun.
Once she started, she couldn't stop.
Exactly.
She then goes on to say, but yeah, very much the same person, always someone who you could giggle with, but also just talk for hours. We used to be on Facebook Messengers for hours after school, even though we just seen each other. She got best personality as a superlative for a reason. And then she sent the picture of best personality where Tess has the skinny scarf. Iconic skinny scarf.
I love that scarf.
Oh, so iconic.
Oh, Alice, that's so sweet.
So that was Alice's. Now let me find
Oh,
Molly.
God.
Molly, we love you.
I love you so much.
Like, okay, where is... I have like a message from Solid Core. I'm like, I don't need you guys right now.
They're like, come back to us.
Where is Molly? What's Molly? Oh, I was about to say, what's Molly's phone number? And start
I'm like,
talking. Okay, here's what Molly said. Okay. She said, oh my gosh, I love this. In short, she was the coolest, most popular theater nerd. She said, I feel like she had a lot of friends in a lot of different groups, so definitely very social and well liked. But also, we did not drink or get invited to parties and would dress up like Little House on the Prairie for fun. Which is so iconic. She said also she didn't have the right contact. This is so she didn't have the right contacts or glasses prescription for most of high school, so she was show blind. So if someone was waving in her direction or walking towards her, she would just assume she knew them and wave and say hi, and then often realize the person was not talking to her.
I am not okay. I completely forgot about this.
She goes, LOL, could really go on forever if you want any more detail. I feel like the Leonardo DiCaprio obsession also needs to be mentioned. It was extreme. Oh my God.
I love you, Molly. I love you, Alice.
I think if they don't mind, on our carousel, if we can post this picture of you, Molly, and Alice.
It's amazing.
It's iconic.
I love those answers so much because I just really feel like with my girlfriends in high school, like I didn't date in high school. I was like boy crazy, but I wasn't like, didn't have a boyfriend like senior year.
Yeah, now I kind of want to hear like from your experience and your.
Yeah, I mean, like I feel like I'm very similar. Like, kind of haven't changed at all, probably.
Yeah.
But very just like friend centric and theater centric, and like Molly always was like, oh, what do we call you, Molly? Theater adjacent.
A theater adjacent.
So she would like come to parties and be like, God, you crazy kids. Because I had my theater friends, which Alice was in, but then I also had my like other core group of girlfriends, which was Donna, Molly, and McKinley. And
I'm glad I got both groups.
Yes, both groups. And they did cheer and I did theater. But we just were like not afraid to be like nerds too, you know?
That is like what I hope that this generation, even past Gen Z, but also Gen Z, like I hope y'all are dressing up like Little House on the Prairie on the weekends and like making up weird dances and making weird videos.
Molly and I made up a dance to Miley Cyrus's The 7 Things I Hate About You.
We did that too. Claire, if you're listening, and Lindsay, I don't know when to say y'all's last names for privacy, but we did the same thing.
We did that when we were end of junior year going into senior year. Like I think we really kept like, we didn't care what people like thought about us in that way. We like had fun, didn't drink till later, didn't like start like making out with boys until later. And I just like love that so much. Like high school was just like all about like the girls, you know?
It was so fun. Also, Alice sent me another yearbook picture and it had like some people on it, and I was like, I already know who like half these people were. And then Alice said that I was like honorary Pally student, and I'm so honored.
You wore the Pally Pride shirt for quite some time.
I love that freaking green shirt. I love it so much.
It's everyone's favorite shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that sums me up well. I was also just like, I was a fine student, but I wasn't like a perfectionist at all. That's like how I am now. Kind of, I'm like, it's fine. So like,
it's good enough.
Probably had like a 3.5 GPA, like nothing like crazy.
So you did theater. Did you do any other extracurricular?
I did theater, and then I was vice president and then president of the Best Buddies Club.
And so
that
they said
like,
best bodies. I was like, go off, girl.
No, I don't think I exercised until like end of college.
Hey.
Like truly, I don't think I ever.
I think that's a normal thing.
I thought about this the other day because a lot of kids do like sports. I was like, how did I like get movement in?
You did emotional movement
like,
with
I didn't
theater.
Really go on walks or anything. I was like, what was I doing? So yeah, Best Buddies, which would connect students with other students that like had Down syndrome, and we would go off and do different like activities and events throughout.
You were president of that? Madam President.
Yes. So that was those were like my two main things. And then out of school I did piano.
Oh, you were moving your fingers.
Oh, that's true. I was burning 10 calories a day.
But I will say, like, if you guys don't know, we've said this on episodes, like Tess is a connector, and like it still remains, and you hear it from her high school stories. Like she's someone that you just gravitate towards, and just like you immediately feel like you're her best friend.
Oh, well,
you guys probably feel that through the episodes.
That is very sweet. I really loved high school.
Oh, that's good.
So
nice thing to hear.
On to Claire.
Oh God.
So I asked Claire's two best friends from high school, Emma and Morgan.
Like childhood friends.
Childhood friends, and yeah,
babies.
Yes, they're
still my girls.
They go way, way back. I love both of them.
Oh God.
And we're gonna start with Morgan.
Okay.
Hi, I love this. Claire was definitely a cool girl in high school.
Oh, stop.
Fucking knew it. She set style trends while the rest of us were struggling with awkward phases. She was always a beauty queen. She was on homecoming court twice at 2 different high schools. She transferred schools after sophomore year. Everyone knew Claire, but we were lucky enough to be her besties. And she also was such a good student. Beauty and brains.
Morgan, stop!
Isn't that so
I'm gonna die,
Isn't that so
Morgan.
sweet? And guys, we all know. Everyone
No.
listening is like, we're not surprised that Claire's popular and
That,
cool.
that makes me want to die right now. I can't.
Emma said,
Oh, God.
I'm going to take out one thing that's a little bit more personal, but I'll share with you after because
Okay.
it's very sweet.
Oh, Emma.
They're fine that I'm reading these, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I didn't ask them. Like,
No.
oh, I think it's fine. Emma says, fully agree with everything Morgan said. Claire was a cool girl, and we were riding on her coattails. But she chose us, manicure emoji. Yeah, she was voted on homecoming court literally like 2 weeks after transferring to our school, and she was dating a popular football player. So I feel like they were the it couple. She was a cool girl, but also a good girl.
I was a good
She
good
wasn't
girl.
crazy like a lot of high schoolers. She was a nice church-going Southern girl.
I was.
Which just this kills me about Claire. Like
Yeah.
she was like the popular girl that was like, but no.
But in the South, though, like, if you guys know, like, it was the cool thing to go to church. I was very religious.
Yes, which is crazy.
Hilarious.
And then this made me laugh. She said also she worked at McAllister's for like one day, a sandwich chain, before switching to work at a clothing store, which was way more her speed. But I'll never forget. She did the program where you could work your senior year instead of having to take a full day of classes, always hustling even then.
That's right. I was like, I'm leaving school early. I got to go to work.
Those are very
Aw,
sweet.
I did. If you guys know McAllister's, I worked there for like literally a week. And on my first day on the job, I picked up a plate that had a sandwich on it. And I turned around and the sandwich flew off the plate. And I was like, maybe this job
You're
isn't
like, I go into fashion.
agent for me. Yeah. So then I went to work at this clothing boutique called Mason's, and they had like Citizens and Seven jeans.
Did you get a discount?
I did get a discount.
How much?
I
30%?
forgot. Yeah, it was like something like really not
Bad for 7 jeans
But
back in the day.
I know, but I was saving up to move to LA, so it's like we weren't buying much clothes.
She always had Hollywood on her mind.
We also sold Toms. Remember the shoes Toms?
Claire, do I remember?
Oh my God. It was whenever you knew the people that were coming in to buy Toms, and it was miserable because you had to get 17 different sizes because
Oh
people
my
were like, these
God.
don't fit. And we're like, it's supposed to fit like a sock.
I had red Toms in college that I wore all the time.
Red Toms. I had herringbone Toms. That's
is
what it's called,
that?
right? The black and white
Oh
pattern.
yes. This makes sense for both of us, I feel.
It totally does.
What would you agree with them? What would you say that you like? How did you identify in high school?
I think they're giving me way too much credit.
No.
I think that they are. I did yeah, I was also like I told Tess, I was like, I was very sad in high school. Like high school was hard.
I know.
Like I said, I was like, be like gentle on yourself. But I did have fun in high school. Like especially I did cheer for a little bit, and then when I transferred, I didn't do cheer, and being in the student section was so fun. But it was very like Friday Night Lights, like dating the football player, like all that
she
stuff.
wears short skirts. I wear jean skirts. I've not seen the lyrics right. I'm overwhelmed.
It was yeah, it was fun, and I had to work very hard at school. Like I wanted to be a really good student because my sister was
She's a
very
Virgo.
smart, and so like but I also like cheated for sure. Like I had a friend that was very, very smart, and we were in all the classes together, and I would like bully her into letting me cheat. Sorry about it, but yeah, I had to work very hard at it, and yeah.
Yeah, I could have worked harder. I admit it. But I also think I just was like, high school is for socializing and theater. And that's all I can think about.
And that's gorgeous. And like
And-
really looking back,
Yeah, I think I was like, I wasn't that hard on myself in high school.
it's a good thing to have.
Yeah.
I was in
some ways.
student council, and then
Hot.
but I wanted.
What were you?
I think I was like secretary or something.
Hot.
But I wanted to be president so bad, and
Did you campaign?
we didn't like campaign for the school. I think it was just like within student council, class council. I think people did.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were like different, which is weird. And then this other girl got it. And I have a diary entry about it, which we're going to read some diary entries on premium next month. And I'm literally like, blank thinks it's a someone needs to tell her it's not a dictatorship. Like I was
Would you
pissed.
swear in your journal?
I did not swear until like I
did not swear.
I did not swear. Clutching my pearls, literally. No, I was like such a goody goody. Actually, that is like worth mentioning. I didn't get drunk till senior year prom.
Yeah. So we were like a year behind each other.
Yeah.
I also swore like a sailor, even though I was very good with like everything else.
But I'm making up for lost time. I also think it's like a thing of like growing up in California versus growing up in like the South.
That's true. Like my parents swore.
Yeah.
So I was swearing in like middle. I mean, it wasn't encouraged, but
Yeah, I couldn't say crap.
yeah. Wow.
Cindy does not like crap.
It's okay.
But she's grown to love. You've grown to love us cussing.
Yeah,
now,
you like it, right? You think she's disappointed in me?
No. Sorry. She could never be. I'm sorry. So that's Josh.
Oh, what a fun question. I could just go on and on about high
Same,
school.
God.
Oh,
Same.
great idea, Claire.
Ah, thank you.
I'm like, where the hell are we even?
Advice.
Oh.
It's like, so do you want to this is yours.
Okay.
Yes.
So advice going through a friendship breakup.
Yes.
I'll keep it short and sweet because we talk about this a lot on Premium, and we also talked about this in our last Ask Us Anything because it was fresh as hell last time.
Fresh as hell.
It was like a month out of a huge friendship breakup I had. I would say take the self-judgment and shame out of it. I think with friendship breakups, it's really easy opposed to romantic breakups to be like, well, like, you know, they did this and I did this and like, fuck them. Like, I think with friendship breakups, it feels a little bit more delicate. You feel almost guilty for having any other feelings to your friends that aren't like warm and fuzzy. And that can then equate to self-judgment. And I think just take that out of it because like, and know you did the right thing to have boundaries. And I don't know if you were the person that decided to do it, if it was mutual. I think I'm talking more like if you are the one to decide to take that break or to break up or to, you know, just go in different directions. Just like know that you're doing an act of self-love, stay strong about it. I'd say also like kind of treat it like a breakup of cutting off ties on social media, not texting, you know, like
people just don't talk about friendship breakups enough. Like it's really
Yeah.
not, and it's like feels almost like this other level of betrayal on either side. If you're
Yeah.
the one getting broken up with, or you're the one doing the breakup, it feels like betrayal because it's like these are the people that are supposed to be here with you through all the other breakups. and
exactly.
through everything.
Exactly. It's not easy. I think you just have to like, I don't know. Like I think I had a really hard time like that first month after of like kindness to myself. Like I just was like, oh my
I think
God.
you're still having a hard time with that.
I think I do. I think I'm like in a little bit of a better place. I think now there's more just like the pains of like nostalgia and like
Yes.
life moments of not being able to share it with a girlfriend that you have always thought would be in your life and stuff like that. But I think at first I was really like, you start to get in your head about it. Like I was just watching the Jill and Bethany friendship breakup season. And then when Jill's like, wait, now when I talk to her, I'm like, fuck, did I do this? Should I have done this? It's a lot of self-doubt. I felt that similar way. And I think you just have to stay strong and be like, you know what? Like some girlfriends even that you did love and cherish are not healthy people to be around.
Mhm.
We were not adding to each other's life. Focus on the friends that lift you up, give you more energy. You don't feel drained when you leave them. You trust them. There is safety in that. And just like a romantic relationship, friendships need to have all of those core values too.
How you feel when you leave someone. I remember like my therapist telling me that one time. It's
Yep.
like it tells so much how you feel when you're leaving someone.
Are they going to be, you know, like you just don't want to feel like that way with any friends.
No, like this world is so hard.
It is so hard. You just need people that you're like, there is trust. We are good.
Especially as you get older, like your friends become your family in a lot of ways. So
Exactly.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean I said short answer and then of course I ramble about it, but
You
I
do
also
not ramble about it. This is like so helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think treat it to like what Claire's advice was with a romantic breakup. Like when I went through that, and I've been through like multiple friendship breakups. Some it's just fizzled out, but some it's been like we need to not talk, and those are so painful. Treat it like get your girlfriends together that you still love and care about. Do fun things, have things to look forward to. Don't look on social media.
Don't.
Journal about it, and know that like time does heal. It can take a little longer, I think, sometimes with a friendship breakup. So also like don't
sure.
rush the process because it's not the same thing as like, oh, someone's now going to replace like with an ex.
It's like a romantic breakup. You can get distracted and like even like hookups and stuff.
Exactly.
And it's not like that with friends.
Friendship, there feels like for a while that there is just a piece missing that won't be able to be replaced.
Yeah.
But that feeling does go away with time. So
And we got you.
we got you if you ever want to talk about it.
Yes.
Just DM us because I could talk about that for a long time. I really could.
And Tess is great with advice.
Thank you.
For real.
But yeah, we're thinking of you.
We are. Okay, Ram. If Ram had a signature cocktail created, what would it be? I mean, to me, it's just like a dirty
It's
martini.
of course a dirty martini.
Gin, Hendrix for me.
Hendrix for me too.
Hendrix dirty gin martini.
Extra olives.
Extra olives. Like that is the Ram
Ice
cocktail.
cold, even a little bit of ice chips
I love
floating
when it
on
has
the
little
top.
ice chips. If
Mm.
you're gonna make it at home, please keep your gin and your glasses and your shaker in the freezer.
Please.
Please.
And just a tiny bit vermouth. You guys know that like you just wash, the vermouth is just a wash.
A vermouth rinse. Like we're not adding
Rinse.
it to the mixer. It's a rinse and then you dump it out and then it's it's straight liquor.
Exactly. We don't need anything else.
No, it's just gin and olive juice pretty much.
We might be getting a martini after this.
We are. We're
It's gonna be an early martini.
Yeah, it is. But
Whoopsie.
that's us. You can't drink all day if you don't start early.
Exactly. It's Thursday. We love a
We
Thursday.
love a Thursday.
Okay, Claire.
Mm-hmm.
What's our best night out story?
God, I love this question. And we do have like a lot of good ones.
Yeah, we do.
We were talking about one on the way over here where we were both working on this music video for this artist, Leon, who is like so underrated.
She's incredible.
Incredible and so nice and so beautiful. And it was downtown and we got done working at like 10.
Yep. We'll post the video because it's a great music video.
Yeah, we should.
Claire
post
was like a
music video.
producer on it. I was like her assistant,
No.
and then she was like, "You can have producer credit," and I was like, "Thank you."
That's the way that we live our life. Always just like writing on each other's
It was very
coattails.
sweet.
And then we went back to Venice, which if you guys don't know, that's like very far. And then we went back downtown to this like warehouse party, and we were just like being young, wild, and free.
The party I think started at 12:30.
Yeah.
And then we stayed for a few hours, and it was just tons of people in LA dancing.
Oh, so fun.
And we were having a good time.
Also, the night that we've titled Best Night of Our Lives or whatever, when we were just bopping around Venice to different house parties, and then we went to the beach.
Yes, it was very like what you picture your 20s being like in LA with like a bunch of friends.
Yes, and then there's that woman on the intention walk at like 2 a.m. on the beach that came up to us, and she's like, "I'm on an intention walk, and I was called to talk to you."
I forgot about that.
We're like, okay. Our first night out in New York was really fun for Watch What Happens Live. There's a vlog about it on Premium.
Oh my! I could watch that blog over and over. We got wasted.
We did, and then we had to go on national TV the next day.
Claire, it makes me like have a pit in my stomach how much I miss it.
I miss it so much. Watch What Happens Live. Please call us and have us back because I need to redeem myself.
That was literally like one of the best like weekends of my life.
It was same.
Like top 3.
What a gorgeous way to kick off. We spent so much money
Guys,
because we
if
did
you
not take the subway.
knew how much money we spent, you'd be
It was not
shook to your core. We'll talk about it on Premium.
Yeah, it was not okay, but it was so fun.
It was so fun.
I'm trying to think of another one.
Our first trip to Austin, I feel like we had fun night outs. I was like chasing this man that we tried to like find online. Remember Evan? It was the Find Evan campaign.
God, I remember this. I totally forgot when we were drinking those spiked Capri Suns.
Yes, and we went out in Austin, went bar
Find
hopping.
Evan. I forgot about that.
I made out with this guy, and then this girl came up to me at a bar and was like, "Get off of him." And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "He's my wedding date." And then he looked at me being like, "Sorry." And I was like, "You are a pig." I had no idea. But then I was like, "But he is so hot."
So hot.
So we tried to find like him on social media when we got back to LA. I was asking, I was
Hashtag
like, "Was I
find
okay?"
Evan.
I was like, kind of taking it to another level.
Listen, when we're dating, we're dating.
We're dating, honey.
We're dating.
Oh,
So.
what other fun nights have we had?
That one night, on again, it's like the nights where you don't expect it and you just party hop, like that Christmas night where we went to the mustache party.
Yes.
That was very fun.
Love in LA, like December, because there's a lot of like house parties going on, and there's a lot of work parties that you can just like go to.
And go crash and just like crash an open bar.
Yeah.
That was very
Camp
fun.
Claire was one of the best parties that Claire's ever thrown, and it was for her 25th.
My 25th birthday party was, I went to the summer camp growing up called Camp Winnemucca. It's my favorite place in the entire world. And so we did a summer camp theme for this birthday. I like separated everyone who was coming in cabins, and like, then we partied.
The detail that you put into that, I was like, you'd be like a wedding planner.
No, summer camp is just like, that is where I thrive.
We had shirts made.
Yes.
So like we were like the camp counselors.
It was so fun. Also one of my favorite nights out too was this past Christmas. We went to this old school Italian restaurant called Dolce Vita that Frank Sinatra originally opened. It closed, they reopened it. It was like very hard to get a reservation. We started drinking martinis very early, and then we went and rode a bull. Actually, I didn't ride the bull, but I think just Allison.
Oh yeah, because we were wearing. Oh no, you were in jeans.
But I was wearing a top that like
Oh yeah,
one
and I had a tiny dress on.
yeah, one little slip would be
A nip.
you got to pay for that shit.
Exactly, just
So,
like the feet pics.
yeah. So that night was also
That
very
was
fun.
so fun.
And this wasn't a night out, but just like a little night out story. I'll never forget being at Winston and Dennis Quaid came barreling up the stairs, and Tess was standing at the top of the stairs at this place. And Dennis Quaid, in his leathery skin and his leather jacket, just came like crawling up the stairs like a monster.
My God, like a monster. Like the little people in what's that movie where if you hear
A Quiet Place.
He looks like one of those creatures.
That was literally Tess, or that was literally Dennis Quaid, and then Tess is just standing at the top of the stairs, like frozen.
And then Claire and I just both look at each other and we're just like,
Is that Dennis Quaid? That was Nick Parker.
LA is a crazy fucking place.
I love those kinds of stories.
But we've had so many nights, haven't we?
we have.
Haven't we?
Well, now it's just. We did Dream Guest, or no, I guess we didn't do Dream Guest, but kind of.
Yeah, we did that one.
Yeah.
We can skip that one.
Yeah.
Oh, any episodes you've started your research on but then had to bail?
You had one recently.
Yeah, Jack the Ripper.
Because we were going to do that with Jake Shane.
And I was like, no.
It just like was super intense,
It's
right?
very graphic and very like triggering and yucky, and
I still would be like curious to do that subject because I don't know anything about it, so I would be curious to hear about it.
Yeah.
But with a guest, it's just like
it's just the stuff that he did to women, and then even after they died. Like I don't really like hearing about that kind of stuff.
yeah,
I think
it's tough.
it was really tough.
Yeah, so maybe
yeah,
we won't do that.
I stopped, and there's been a few that I've just been like, I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, the Challenger.
The Challenger.
I just wasn't really feeling. I was feeling real. It was so sad. Everything about it was sad.
Yeah.
What about you?
I don't know if there's been any that there's been some that I've wanted to bail on, like UFOs. I hated researching UFOs.
I know, but I love that episode. It's so
That's
fun.
a deep cut episode of Ram.
It
I feel.
is.
But I don't think that there's any others. Can you think of any that I've started on and then I haven't?
No, you always carry through. You're good at just being like, I'm going to do it, even if it makes me uncomfortable. I think I'm like,
No.
I freak out.
It's like, what's the point? What are we doing here?
I freak out. I freak the hell out.
Go to makeup products. Your skin is always glowing.
Oh.
Thank you so much. First of all, shout out to Aesthetic MDR and our girl Mimi.
If you go, it's in Marina Del Rey. Tell them
Yes.
that you listen to Ram and that you're a Ram, and they'll give you a discount on pretty much anything, but they'll decide what percentage based on the procedure that you're doing.
Yes, and we both gotten facials there. I just got my
Yes.
Botox and my lip flip there. They're like it's an office full of women that we love Aesthetic MDR.
And it's just so chic and clean
It
and just like
is.
so comforting. So
We love.
tell them that we sent you.
Tata Harper is what I've been using for serums and moisturizers.
Same. It's the only thing that you need.
And cleanser, and it just like you feel so rich when you're using them.
It smells so good. It's clean.
It's clean. It's so good. I've been really curious to try Drunk Elephant.
Same. Very excited.
Yeah.
I used to have the Drunk Elephant face skincare in like 2018. I got it gifted
I
to me.
want to try
And
it.
it was really nice.
My big thing for skincare is like, and I actually haven't done this as well as I'd like to because of dating, if you get what I'm saying, but always take your makeup off at the end of the night.
Oh, yes.
Always take your makeup off at the end of the night and wash your face.
Even if you're like, I am wasted on the
Yep.
side of the road, take your makeup off because like it's just
sitting there.
you're gonna get a breakout.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
gonna get a breakout.
Exactly.
Also,
Also, like spray tans always help.
we love a spray tan.
We do.
And we really love Ilia. Ilia has been kind to us and
yes.
sent us a bunch of stuff.
That's true.
I've only used the Ilia like liquid concealer
Yeah.
for the past like 4 years.
Oh, yeah, the serum.
yeah.
I've been using NARS tinted moisturizer as like my base, and I love that.
Love.
Yeah, something light, something.
Yeah, just
clean.
like you do whatever you want, but I love the look of like it doesn't look like you're wearing too much makeup.
Yeah.
I love to like do my eyes up a little bit. Like I love a cat eye
Same.
and like a thick brow, but I don't like to do like much on my face.
Yeah, and I can tell right away when I've done too much. But also, like some people's skin is different. Like some people
Exactly.
can take it.
That's
and
just for
some
me
people-
personally.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
What else?
Was it hard to adjust doing the episodes on video?
I love it.
Guys, what a cute question.
I know.
I appreciate this question. I was like, that's really nice to ask.
That is so sweet. I love doing the video.
At first I was like, oh my God, this means I have to like
Yes.
Do you like figure out an outfit? And now it's really fun to have the motivation once or twice a week to go into an office, get dressed,
Yes.
and like look cute. So it's fun, except for the feet comments.
Yeah, literally, except for that, it's great. And I
Yeah.
also like love making the highlight reels and stuff. And it's just, yeah, it's fun. It feels like a different level of connection being able to be on video.
Yes.
So I love
Oh,
it.
your legs look amazing.
My legs do.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Gorgeous.
much.
Look at those calves. Sorry, guys.
Catch us on YouTube. Oh, maybe I am doing foot play now. God.
Your legs do look just great and so tan.
Oh my God, thanks. So you guys know I'm a Saint Tropez girly, but they don't carry it at the Sephora where I go to in Marina. And so I tried, what is it, Isles of Paradise?
Yeah.
I love it.
I love the face drops. That's like all I use for a long time.
Wow, I love it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The smell kind of brings me back to a dark place, but that's for another
Oh my
time.
God, I woke up this morning and I was like, I've never smelled worse in my entire
From spray tan?
life from the self tanner. Like I just let it bake a little too long.
Let it
this
bake,
time.
honey. Let it bake.
And whoo, it was ripe.
I understand.
Yeah, it was tough.
I understand.
Let's see. Go-to coffee order.
It depends on the weather, but it's always like a cold brew with half and half and a little Splenda, or a hot coffee or latte with whole milk or half and half and a little Splenda.
Which one did you have today?
I had cold brew,
Mm.
whole milk, Splenda.
Gorgeous.
Yes, I just like to dump it all in there, you know?
Why not?
Yeah.
Mine's like the complete opposite.
I know,
I'm
we
just
have
like-
literally opposite coffee orders.
I'm just a hot Americano, like black.
It's so do you like, how long did it take you to adjust to the taste of black coffee? I ask my brother this all the time. I just like watch him drink it and I'm like, do you like it?
I love the way it
You
tastes.
love it?
But Adrian likes like Starbucks coffee. I don't like Starbucks coffee.
He likes Starbucks and Pete's. He's
No.
like, I don't want to go to like a fancy.
No, I like to me those beans are burnt and they actually do burn them to keep them consistent. Like I like a nice like medium to light roast. Yeah. It took me, I just gradually, because in high school I would have coffee with the Coffee Mate hazelnut creamer and 2 Splendas.
Yep.
So it was really sweet, and then
Mm.
I like it was
Yummy.
delicious. And then I cut down to like 1 Splenda,
Yeah.
and then like just the creamer, and like I slowly just like went down.
So it's like
to
acquired taste.
Yeah, it just like took a minute, but I love it now.
Guys, I just can't do. I don't think I can do it.
You would just like you kind of train yourself.
I know.
But now it's like I can't. I don't think I would
Like the
it.
sweetness?
Yeah, exactly.
Damn. Because yeah, even if I have just black coffee, I have to put a packet of Splenda in.
I bet that's fine.
I know. No, I know. I mean, Splenda's not going to kill you.
No, I know, but people will come for us and say that it did. I was in a
Ugh.
group of people one time and they were like, "Oh my God, I can't believe they're putting Splenda and stuff, babe. I have Splenda, 2 packs of Splenda in this iced tea right now."
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I think people that drink black coffee are like adults. Like I'm like, that is like European. It's chic.
It's just like so easy
I
and
know.
like consistent and cheaper, even though not that much cheaper.
I
Oh my
know.
God, coffee these days.
I know.
But like $4.50 is the
Mm.
average for like an Americano around here.
that makes sense. Maybe
Mhm.
one day. Maybe one day I'll try.
But hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's true. That's true.
Tess, you pick the next one?
Would you guys ever do more than one episode of Ram per week?
Not like research like this. There's
No.
just no way. Unless like also a network picked us up and we're like, we will pay you all this money to be able to do. But it's still, I wouldn't want to do 2 research episodes a week.
No, it's just so much. And it's like the way that it works is like if Claire's hosting, you know, she's researching the week before, the other person then kind of takes a little bit more like administrative stuff
Yes.
so they can focus on that because it does take a full week of research, like minimum.
Like minimum.
And then that week, then Claire's editing the episode. She's doing highlight reels. She's doing social, like everything. And so it's just nice we need one person kind of like on deck for other things while the other person's researching. So it's just too hard.
If you want more episodes, though, we're on premium.
You can get 2 more episodes a month.
Yeah, exactly. And all the catalogs of the other episodes.
Exactly. And like on premium, once in a blue moon, we'll do like a historical thing that
Yeah.
someone suggests. So just check it out.
Yeah, but we would not. It's just, I would
Ugh.
love to do, like, I would love to, like, chime in with you guys every day, but, like, I couldn't do historical stuff every single
your babies
day.
are expressing their boundaries.
Yeah, we are. I think this question's really funny. On a first date, do you do the fake reach for your purse?
Yes, I do.
Of course.
I mean, God, we're not
No,
monsters.
and like also if I do expect like the first date.
Same.
Sorry, you guys know like we are so not old fashioned on most things, but on that, like if you're asking me on a date, wine and dine me, honey.
Exactly. And if I ask you out on a date, I'm totally fine to pick it up. But if you're
Yes.
like, I'd like to take you here, You're fucking paying for that.
Yes, exactly. And like, but I'll always reach for my purse. And
Same.
then like if they don't tell me to stop, I will put my card down for half.
But not happy.
Not happy.
Not happy at all. No.
That's such a funny question. And like, be real about it. Take the shame out of that. Come on.
Exactly. It's nice to women have to go through a lot of stuff.
We
like,
really
it's nice just to
do.
get the check, you know?
It is.
To not get the check.
Also, like, think about all the work we put in for the date.
The spray tan.
The makeup.
The new outfit.
The hair.
The
mental torture.
the exhaustion and anxiety.
You can pick up the tab.
Please
Yeah.
and thank you.
Yeah.
Claire, how do you stay motivated in your life?
That's a great question.
You're a very motivated person, though. Even in high school, they're saying that you're motivated. Where does it?
The high school thing,
Where
I'm
does it
still
come
like,
from?
God.
Where does the loneliness come?
Cut to our other Ask Us Anything. That was so funny. Where do you think the loneliness?
I was like holding a piece of paper. I was like getting really into it. And I was like, I want to interview Claire like I am Diane Sawyer.
It was so funny. I feel like we're both motivated people. I think you have to be motivated to start your own project, your own creative project.
We've always been entrepreneurial.
I think if you love something, like it's easier to be motivated, but not every day. Like there's still times where I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yes.
Like even getting through highlight reels sometimes, I'm like, how am I going to get through this? And like,
yes.
I think taking breaks.
Yep.
And honoring that and honoring your mental health with that. Yeah. How do you stay motivated?
I think like similarly, just like having a day, like having a rot day per week.
Yes.
Which my friend Christina has rebranded it to having a ripening day, which I love.
I love that.
And like, it's just a day for me that like, sometimes it can be on a Saturday, sometimes on a Sunday, sometimes like midweek if I'm just like, don't have a lot to do. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to like veg out, watch some like house, like kind of like not care about anything.
I'm going to veg out and rot in hell.
Rot in hell. So yeah, just have a day where you just like don't have to do really much.
Also being motivated. Oh, go.
Or just like be lazy once a week, twice a week, whatever you need. Like it's really good for you.
Being motivated, also like watching things and like seeing other people do really well. Like that is motivating.
Yeah, because sometimes I get a little competitive.
Oh, for sure.
And so
for sure. It's motivating.
Yeah.
Also like free shit. Like I would love some more free shit. So I'm going to be motivated, work harder.
Yeah. We do have some Rammies that send us some free stuff. So if you're a Rammy that works for a company and you want to send us stuff,
you just DM us.
Please
yes,
do it.
Please, because we love that.
We scream.
Yeah, we do. Just to wrap up a few.
Yeah, I think we're getting to the end.
I think so too.
Don't want to go on too long.
Yeah. I think this is a good one though. Like, what cliche do you think is bullshit, and what cliche do you think holds truth?
Wow.
I know. You know what cliche I think is bullshit?
What?
Everything happens for a reason.
Yep.
I think that's a very unfair phrase.
Yes.
I really do.
It is very unfair. It's what privileged people say that have never been through shit.
Yeah, I think that some things actually can just be shitty and it's not meant. Like, I think you can always grow from shitty situations, but I think if someone were to get really terrible news to tell someone, well, everything happens for a reason, that's not fair.
It's not universal.
No, life can just be shitty and like we have no control of what's handed to us. That's my belief anyways.
I agree.
And I think if that's helpful to you, that's great. But my opinion is like, I don't think everything happens for a reason. I think life just can sometimes happen.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. You know, like that quote that you see everywhere. That's like, I think it's the Audrey Hepburn, happiest girls are the prettiest girls. I literally hate that more than anything because we are sad girlies most of the time. And do you guys
gorgeous.
think we're pretty? You can just tell us if you think we're attractive.
We're sad
please
girls.
be kind. But
yes.
Yeah, I just can't with that. Like the smile, like life. It's like, no, you can be in a depression and still be like a good person that's like attractive.
Yeah, you can be depressed and sexy. No, for real though, it's just that's such a toxic quote.
It's so toxic and I hate it. That's more of a quote than a cliche, but that's just what comes to mind.
No, for sure. No, that is a cliche though. Just smile and be happy.
Yeah. Like enough.
Enough. Taylor Armstrong, enough.
Oh, and then also like kind of like with relationships of just the idea of like where was I even going with this?
I know a relationship cliche.
Kind of like, I don't know how to explain this, but you know when there's like we have to be together all the time, or like, you know, if you love someone, you're like, I don't know, just like be independent in your relationship. That's just like what I'm trying to say.
Yes, and also another relationship cliche I think is never go to bed angry.
I
I'm like,
agree.
let it settle.
Sometimes I can't bring myself to it. Like, I can't bring myself to be nice before bed if I'm in a fight. So,
Sometimes you just need a good night's sleep and then you wake up being like, what was that? Instead of like picking at it and picking at it,
yes.
like let each other feel.
Truly, God, what bad sleeps those always are, though, you
Oh,
know?
it's the
You just have a
worst.
pit and you're just like dreading the
It's
morning.
all circumstantial, of
Yeah.
course, but I don't think it's like
Oh,
never go to bed
no, I
angry.
think that you should listen to what you need. And if
Yeah.
your body's like, I'm not ready yet,
Yeah.
go to sleep. You don't need to like deal with it.
No.
And you can be angry whenever you want to be angry. Like,
Yes.
that's a real emotion.
Totally. What's a good cliche?
It's a good cliche that holds truth.
Laughter is the best medicine.
I mean, yeah, wow. Oh, you're good at these. I'm like, haven't been saying cliches this whole time. I'm like, I like this one quote.
No, that's a quote too, though.
Yeah, no, that's true. Laughter, that's a great one, Claire.
Yeah.
And it is so true.
It is. That one is like a cliche, but it's real.
Um,
I'm like, what does cliche mean?
yeah. Just like stereotypical stupid stuff.
I think so. I think, yeah, it's like so cliche. But yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
yeah,
That's all I can think of. But
same.
good question.
That is a great question.
Do you think we should end it there?
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
I think that's gorgeous. Guys, this was so fun.
This was so fun. I hope that you guys got to know. If you want to know even more about us or if we've said anything, and I know we've pitched this so much, but like we just want to connect on premium.
Yeah, it's like really starting to form into something I think that like we even didn't expect. Like it's just really raw and vulnerable, and we're connecting with other people that we don't know in such a beautiful way that has just like completely like made our lives like
There are just some things that we can't say here because it's public, but we can in a private
yes.
setting.
Like if you thought this was personal, premium is times 100.
Yeah.
And there are tears, there's anger, there's
laughter,
there's more detail about everything that we even just talked about right now. And we did get a question about you guys just want to know a little bit about like more of my relationship and engagement story.
Yes.
We have an entire episode that Claire created and like curated all on premium about it.
It's the Tess special.
It's a Tess special, and it was the sweetest thing ever. And so you can hear about it on there because I love talking about it, but my fiance is a little bit more private.
Yes.
So we just like honor that and we keep it there.
Yeah, exactly. We will be back on June
17th.
I know the subject that we're coming back with. Do we say it?
Let's say it on premium.
Okay, we're saying it on premium.
Sorry, guys, we have to do this shit because we also have to honor like what we told the premium kids.
That's true because you get to know the subjects ahead of time.
But you've been asking for it,
and I'm excited to dive in.
I have no idea. I'm literally like, what the hell?
I still don't understand.
How?
You know? Yeah, same.
Literally, how?
How? So we'll miss you so much. Follow us on Instagram at Right Answers Mostly. Same thing on TikTok. Tell your friends about Ram. Please tell your friends about Ram.
Yes, and we will miss you guys, but happy summer break.
We love you.
Mwah.
Be safe out there.
Bye.
Bye.